Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 29th of April 2025. So, ODT panic bids rescue stocks after tech tumbles, bond, bullion, Bitcoin, and black gold all bounce. ODT is 0 days to expiration is what that means. So it's about the options market. So that lending support to the market yesterday, according to this news, and the dollar took a beating. Well, that's changed overnight because that's reversed. US stocks were choppy with markets quiet before this week's storm of mega cap earnings and key data releases. So obviously the market's waiting for a bit of news because it's very choppy at the moment, and stocks chop while treasuries rose ahead of the key data earnings this week, which we'll see. Economic news today, we've got Spanish flash CPI, S&P Composite 20 HPI year on year, JOLTS openings, that's the main event for today, and then got consumer confidence there. So let's have a look at yesterday's market action. As I said yesterday, the markets are going to be quiet for a while now as we head into May as well. There's tariff things gone off the off the front burner to the back burner. So anyway, let's have a look at these markets and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, again, very tiny range compared to what we've had of late. So the market up on the overnight, and most importantly for the Dow is above the 40,000 psychological level. So it's still got the chance of heading back towards the all-time high by the end of the summer. We have a look at yesterday, the market was up and then came down and then went back up again. So that cash market still seeing some selling in it, but then the buybacks come in as well. So the market above the DP at the moment and above the averages, so still looking quite positive for the Dow on the upside. Whether we agree given the fundamentals is another debate, but you know, as far as the algos, the AIs and everything else and the high frequency trading, this is what the markets are doing at the moment. And in the German DAX, also moving higher yesterday, just touching the 78% retracement. But again, watch the all-time high in this, the tariff nonsense is over for the time being, and the market's ready to move higher. I did read this morning that there may be a situation, which I've spoken of, where actually they rein back on most of it come at the beginning of July, when it again comes back to the forefront of the market news. It's just an absolute farce, isn't it? And the DAX up, back down, 89% retracement, all the way back down in the afternoon, but overnight market consolidating, and the high is not too far away at all, so I'd expect that to be attacked once more today. And in the S&P 500, again, also making its way above the 50 EMA now, so got the 200 MA there in sight. Let's just have a click down from there to there, just grab some fibs. So yeah, 78% retracement. So the reason I went for that line is because it's the last high that sticks out, and that's why I've got these pink lines and green lines on here, so I know where to measure to. As the market takes out that 50 EMA, just need to take out the 89. You've got a couple of other highs, and then the 200 MA to get back above. At the moment, it's through the death cross, as they call it, on the downside, but making ground, and will continue to do so as well. Seen it so many times before. The world's ending, and then they bring the markets back. And also, as Powell mentioned, not only last week, but also the week before, they have the tools. So as soon as they mention that, you know the market's going to like it, and they'll provide it as well. So again, yesterday the cash market down in the S&P, but the market brought back, and overnight markets are moving higher, and you've just got the high just above there. Meanwhile, back in the UK, market consolidating, getting ready to break through, heading towards 89, so 8,608 is where it's going to be going to. And then you can see yesterday as well, we were up, we were down, and then down with the Dow up to the 200 MA, and then from there back to the upside. As for the dollar, well, as I mentioned, it might have had a down day yesterday, but it's up on the overnight and will continue to make its way back as well. This will put pressure on the metals market also, so let's have a look at those. So in the metals yesterday, silver holding its own. It's not today. Expect lower prices on this. A retest of the 50 EMA is what I'm looking for there. Let's have a look at the 30-minute chart. You can see already they're taking advantage of the markets becoming quiet, moving the prices. Watch yesterday's low as well. That's likely to be tested this morning. Very choppy yesterday, 130 smackdown, but managing to recover off that. It's starting to lose its shine as far as silver and gold are concerned as the market. It treads water, which you'd expect given the moves of late. But silver, don't expect a lot for the next 2 months with regards to this. Let's have a look at the gold market, also consolidating at the moment, starting to build a range. Don't expect any new all-time highs in this either. There's all this talk of crashes in stock markets and everything else. It's not going to happen. They've got the tools, they've got the printing machine, and they will use it if they need to. That's what it's been for the last 15 years. 30-minute gold, again, you can see being taking advantage of the overnight markets. Gold down, expect lower prices and even a retest of yesterday's low as well in this one. Right, let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio. And in the gold-silver ratio, this 3 days of making its way back, bit of red there. Expect that to turn around and keep this above 100, if not higher, and going back. As I say, you've got to fill that gap. Wouldn't surprise me if that isn't filled at some point in the future. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades. Okay, so yesterday we had a bit of a move to the upside to begin with. The market open, traded sideways, hit the high, as I mentioned in yesterday's alert. It would gun for that, it hit it, the market went through it, and then we kicked off there. Let me just bring that back. We had another potential buy, but this was stopped out immediately, and then we had a potential short, which then went short. I thought it would... the market was going to find support at the 50 EMA. It did. As you can see there, we've got some buying coming into the market, but then prices seemed to run out of steam and went sideways. And then eventually prices broke to the upside, back up to the high. As you can see there, nice trade to the upside. And then we did a bit of profit taking, and then we continued on to the upside as well. Could have had more out of that trade, but not to worry. Then we headed into the afternoon, the market coming back to the high of Friday. Again, market loves to come off the highs and the lows. And then we got into a sideways move, which eventually broke to the downside because the Dow and S&P moved lower. Again, you can see how the market's come off the 200 MA there. And we had a potential buy that wasn't filled. And then we went short. And then the market continued down to the high and the close before it bounced, which you can see there. It bounces back, doesn't get back above the 200 MA, and then this time it takes out the high and continues lower with that weakness there, moving prices down over 100 points, down to the DP where the market found support into the evening there. So the DP coming to the market's rescue there for the earlier part of the evening. And you can see then just trading sideways and then coming back above this. Bit of a shakeout, get rid of everybody and then bring the market back, which you see there. So a quick look overnight, see what's going on. And we can see that we're currently below the DP and the close. But if we can press the chart, you can see the volatility's come out of this market quite well now. If we just compress prices, you'll see the highs not too far away. Just a matter of 150 points. That's nothing these days. So the market again set up ready to move to the upside. So bringing that back, you can see there we're sitting on the close at the moment. The market's been rescued off this a couple of times, as you can see there. Right, that will do it for this one. Let's see what happens during today. But like I say, expect a lot more calmness to come to the markets over the next few days and the week, as we head into May as well. Right, have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.